guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So in today's video, we are talking beauty hacks. So I have got my top 20 all-time favorite beauty hacks that I have been using for years and years and years that have helped me with my skin, my hair, my nails, my makeup, my self-tan, absolutely everything. I also feel like beauty hacks are done to death and a lot of them don't actually work. The things in this video actually make a difference in your everyday routine. So if you are interested in learning my top 20 beauty hacks, then please keep on watching. First up, I wanted to talk about some hair tips. Now, you guys know I have been using and loving these Head & Shoulders products for years. You've seen me talk about them in plenty of other videos. And in particular, I wanted to show you guys today the dry scalp care range. I feel like it's a common misconception. You know, we all take such great care of our hair using treatments on the ends and whatnot, but we forget to care for our scalps. Now, again, you guys have heard me speak about this plenty of other times, but I do suffer dandruff. I have suffered dandruff my entire life. And in particular, I get very, very dry and flaky on my scalp during the cooler winter months. And these Head & Shoulders products were such a blessing for me, especially when I was growing up, you know, in my teenage years when I felt really, really self-conscious about my dandruff. You know, I didn't want to show my scalp, especially because I'm such a dark, you know, brunette hair color. It just stands out so, like, you can see it from a mile away. And I discovered through the years and years of using these products that your hair actually grows so much faster when you are using them than when you do not. So if you are somebody who struggles to grow your hair, try using these shampoos and conditioners. Head & Shoulders is clinically proven to go deeper and remove dandruff more effectively than any other shampoo and conditioners. And when you think about it, hair health and hair growth starts at the scalp. So if your scalp is really, really nice and healthy and it's getting all of the nutrients and the hydration that it needs, your hair is going to grow a lot faster. I spoke about it in a video probably 2 years ago now. Try it out. It's amazing. Another really great tip to get your hair to grow really quickly is to wear a beanie to bed. Now, everybody always laughs their head off at me when I tell them this, but honestly, it works so well. Wearing a beanie means that your scalp is going to be at a higher temperature, which means it's going to be increased blood flow to the hair follicles, which means increased nutrients and increased growth. Yeah, it might look dorky, but it honestly works. Now, we all know that coconut oil can be used for many different purposes, but did you know that you could shave your legs with it? Honestly, this will change your life. You know how sometimes when you shave your legs, they go scaly and really dry? You can see the scales on my leg right now. Again, for me, this particularly happens in winter because my skin, I don't know, my skin just does not like cold weather, but you can rub the coconut oil all over your legs, then shave them. You do not have to rinse it off. It acts as the lubricant needed to shave and also a deep moisturizer. And you can also use coconut oil around your hairline if you are going to be coloring your hair from home. I always just color my roots myself from home. It's cheap, it's quick, it's easy. It's just a dark brown color. You can be as messy as you want with the color on the hairline and not have to worry so much anymore. Like, see how messy that looks? And then look, out of the shower, boom, no color on my scalp. Thank you, coconut oil. Moving on to nails, this is a little trick that I picked up a few years ago that helps stop your nail polish from chipping off so easily. You want to take a nail file and very gently buff just the ends of the nails to roughen them up. And you'll see in the next clip, see how it's sort of rough on the ends but not at the bases? This is going to help act as a gripper at the end of the nails to stop that nail polish from chipping off the ends so easily. For those of you who suffer acne like I do but find that acne creams and spot treatments really dry out your skin, here's a little trick. Mix your acne treatment in with your daily moisturizer. So, you know, probably 70% moisturizer, 30% acne treatment, and then use that all over your skin how you would normally use your moisturizer. It's going to hydrate but also battle that acne. Also, for particular stubborn spots, I like to use my old friend toothpaste. Now, again, people always think I'm so weird for doing this. And I remember, you know, when Brandon and I first got together, he was like, why does your face smell like toothpaste? It actually really helps to dry out any acne spots. So I apply it, leave it overnight, and then in the morning, my acne spots are way less angry. Next up, a little trick for when your skin needs a little bit something extra, but you don't want, or you can't be bothered with the heaviness of a foundation. You can actually mix your concealer in with your primer. Now, this works great for oily skin types. The primer gives you the longevity where the concealer gives you a nice sort of light tint to the skin, so you get really natural coverage without the heaviness of a foundation. Okay, ever had the struggle of tying your hair up or parting your hair and you're like, oh my gosh, my regrowth is so bad, but you're not going to the salon for a few weeks? Yeah, I feel you, girl. Just color it in with eyeshadow. For those of you who are particularly pale and have blonde hair, use a powder foundation. It will cover the roots up so well. Moving on to makeup, do you struggle to get your eye primer to either stay in place or stop creasing? Bake it. Bake it how you would normally bake your concealer underneath your eyes. Get a damp sponge, pack the powder on, let it sit for a little while, and then dust it off with a brush. This will make your eyeshadow primer last so much longer throughout the day, and it will really hold those eyeshadows in place, locked tight, so you don't have to worry anymore. Now, this hack is for those of you who struggle to blend out matte eyeshadows. As you can see here, you can see the patchiness and the choppiness. You can blend until the end of time and there's just no way seemingly to fix it. I promise that there is. Take a shimmery eyeshadow in a slightly lighter color and run that through the crease. This is not going to make your matte eyeshadow look shimmery in any way, and it's not really going to affect the color. It's just going to really help to buff out and blend out those choppy matte eyeshadows and get rid of that chalkiness. Look at that, perfect blending. This next hack is something that I talk about all the time, but I couldn't make this video and not talk about it. It's using tape as a stencil for liquid eyeliner. It makes it so fast, honestly, so quick and easy. Anybody can get a perfectly straight flick by doing this. All you have to do is apply the tape in the angle that you want the eyeliner, remove the tape, and then clean up any excess product that has come through underneath. Super fast, super simple, and it will make your eyeliner perfect every single time. So sticking with the eyeliner theme, have you ever noticed that you get to the end of the day or the end of the night and your eyeliner has smudged and transferred onto your upper lid? The easiest and the quickest way to fix this is to make sure that after you've applied your liquid eyeliner to set it down with a black matte eyeshadow. It works essentially the same as powdering a foundation. It will lock it into place and it will stop it transferring throughout the day or the night. Also makes it sweat proof, which is really cool. If you struggle with the application of strip lashes or they just simply feel uncomfortable all the time, here's a little trick for you. Cut them up into pieces. You can cut them in half, into 3, into 5. Honestly, it's completely customizable, and depending on, your eye shape and size, you can do whatever you want. And then all you have to do is simply apply them piece by piece until you're happy with how many lashes that you are wearing, with the thickness and the volume, and I promise you can hardly feel them at all when you've applied them like this. Next up is a quick little trick for those of you who get dark under eye circles but don't want to waste money on having to purchase a separate concealer that will correct for you. Just use an orange lipstick. You can use a drugstore lipstick, it doesn't matter. You can even use a liquid lipstick. It doesn't have to be even orange. You can use red, pink, peach, anything. Mix it in with your concealer with a brush, apply it to the affected areas. Try not to drag it all the way down your cheeks though. You need the color correcting to be, in quite a specific spot. Then cover it up with your normal concealer and ta-da, dark eyes gone, and you didn't have to buy another product that you're only going to use occasionally. Now this next one is for those of you who, like me, are not blessed with naturally thick brows. Use a mascara primer instead of a brow gel. Mascara primers are designed to really aggressively build volume, and when you use it through the brow hairs, look at that, look at the difference, and look at the holding power. So crazy. Tinted ones are easier to work with, but the white, regular mascara primers will also work. I promise you will never turn back after you try this one. Next up, we are talking contouring, and in particular, this is for those of you who have quite a bit of trouble blending out your contour, and for some reason it just stays looking patchy and uneven and unblended. Try using a face powder or powdered foundation instead. So purchase one that is a couple of shades darker than your natural skin tone, and then use it how you would a normal contour powder or bronzer. They're designed to have a much softer, smoother airbrush finish on the skin, which means they're going to be easier to blend out and always look smooth with minimal effort. Next up, moving on to lips. Now this one is for those of you who really love the colors and the finishes and the wear time of liquid lipsticks but can't stand how dry and matte they feel on your lips. Well, this works super, super well. Apply your liquid lipstick, and then while it is still wet, go over the top with a cream or satin lipstick. Now this lipstick can be in either a similar color, or you can do what I'm doing here and just use one that is a little bit more sheer and a nude color. It's only going to minimally affect the color of your lipstick, but it's also going to transform it into a really, really creamy, comfortable, long wearing color that looks the same as a liquid lipstick but wears like a lip balm. Next up, for lipstick mistakes, we have always been taught to use a liquid concealer or foundation to tidy up the edges. Try using a powder foundation instead. It leaves a lot more room for error, it looks a lot more blended and soft, and the powder will also help prevent your lipstick from bleeding and smudging throughout the day. It just looks a lot neater than a concealer. Then my last hack is for those of you who wear self-tan. We all hate the dreaded orange fake tan elbows. Try applying a gradual tanner to these areas. It also works for your hands, knees, and feet. And then apply your regular tanner to the other areas of skin, so on your arms, avoiding the area where you've applied the gradual tanner. It's going to give you a streak-free, orange-free, healthy, natural-looking tan. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, please leave them down in the comment section down below.